This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
This is blood. My blood. You did that. You can see how much he cares. All right. Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of me getting caught up with Alexandra Rodriguez. I went on vacation. I will learn to quit doing that eventually. My cat is not happy that I went on vacation, as we can all see. Well, no, you can't really, but I have now been warned not to do that again. Butthead. Anyway, while I was gone, Alexandra Rodriguez started striking smaller channels. As you do. I did not get struck, to my knowledge. I did not get any warnings. I checked my channels and I checked my videos, none of them got demonetized. So as far as I know, Alex did not strike me, but I did start getting these videos in my feed from Miss Snowflake, which I, being the lovely dyslexic that I am, did not read that well and saw Mr. Snowflake and was like, oh, Mr. Snowflake is covering Alexandra being a dumbass. And I just filed it away because this was happening during the week that I was gone. And so I came back to try to find these videos because I was like, okay, Mr. Snowflake's covering it, which means, there's probably some in-depth coverage of this, right? So I click on the video because where is it? This is the one I was looking for. This great cover, by the way. And it just starts playing this guy's video, this man, by the way, is delightful. You can't really see him too well, but okay. This man is delightful, by the way. I've never watched him before in my life. This is apparently I'm going to guess his original name was Not Your Average Reaction. Great channel. He's very fun. He's very fair. I feel like he's very fair. Not over the top or anything like that. I have literally watched two of his videos. I've literally watched two of his videos now. Both of them have been on Alexandra. So, there's that. I've had two of my mods send me the Honey Bison video about Alexandra and her father. I already knew about her dad. Yeah, I already knew about her dad. Full stop. So I already knew all of that. And I have purposefully not touched that can of worms because, and I think, sorry about my voice. I think Honey Bison at one point says something while she's reading the letter that Alex wrote to the courts for her dad. And I think Honey Bison really sums it up pretty well. And I'm not going to say this verbatim, but it was something to the effect of, this doesn't seem real. And I think anybody who's a survivor of SA, and there's a lot of us who are, I think anybody who is a survivor of SA, when you read something like that, or you're confronted with something like that, it doesn't feel real. And I think that's kind of why a lot of people just, oh, fine, you're good. Good. No one needs your bloodthirsty self around here. I think that's kind of why I've just never wanted to go after that particular aspect of Alexandra, though I am aware of it. Not because I don't believe it happened or anything like that, or I don't believe in that thing. It's just like when you start dealing with it, it's very surreal. And it takes a lot of putting yourself outside of yourself in order to deal with it or to handle that kind of a topic. And it's just not something I feel like I want to handle on the internet, kind of a thing. But I am aware of it. I do know it happened. Honey Bison did mention some dates. I didn't realize that her father had contact with his victim as early as 2020. I missed that date. Why is this man still out? Why is this man still free? Look, here's a couple of the caveats, I know that Alexandra didn't have contact with her dad through the majority of her childhood. I'm not making apologies here. I'm just stating facts. So her experiences experience of her father is completely different than her adopted sisters. Let's be honest. Her experience obviously was take that how you want to take that one. I still don't understand why you would want that kind of a person in your life, or that kind of a person in the life of your child, male or otherwise. I mean, what would you have done if the child had not been, what would you have done if your child had been female? Like, there are a couple apologists, a couple Alexandra apologists out there that are like, oh, the child's a boy and his victims were all, well, his victim was female. Okay. And okay, let's play this game for a minute, because we have to. What if your kid had been a girl? Would you have taken your daughter to go see your dad, knowing what you know? Because, like, it's not a maybe. It's not a, oh, there's allegations. It's a convicted, served time, is on a registry. His address is public forever because it has to be by law. Like, you can't dox this guy. He has to be public. Like, the law doxes this man. I mean, like, I could put his address up right now. I'm not going to, but I could. Honey Bison made this point too. It's not doxing because by law, this guy has to be on a public register because of what he did. I'm dancing around the topic, I realize. But if you know, you know. And if you don't, just maybe live in ignorance. I don't know. So that's my thing there. Like, that's as deep into that as I really want to get into it. I'm not apologizing for her whatsoever. I think it's gross. I think it's weird. I don't get it. I also don't have that family dynamic. It's not something I have to work through. It's not my family trauma. It's not my circus, not my monkeys. You know, I don't know how you navigate something like that. I really don't. I don't know how a family negotiates something like that. You know, as an outside observer, it is very easy to go, oh, you just cut all ties, or, oh, you just, burn it to the ground and kill it with fire. I mean, yeah, from an outside observer or as a survivor, it's very easy to be like, murder it with death. But it's completely different when you are the family of the perpetrator, because you are your own class of victim at that point, in my opinion. You can argue with me if you want, it's fine. We can all disagree to agree. Anyway, but I do kind of feel like the families of people like that are themselves also victims in their own ways, because it's also like, you don't get to not live with that. Like, okay, the dude went to prison and the dude was removed and the dude is doing, I think he should have done more time personally. Anyway, but like, you all have to live with that now forever. Like, it doesn't go away. Like, it's not, Alex is never not going to have a dad who got convicted of this shit, right? It's never not going to be part of her history. And then on top of it, to write this fucking letter, I think there were 2 letters actually, to the courts. You're never not going to be able to undo that, right? So I don't know. I don't know how you negotiate that. I don't know how you negotiate that type of family trauma. And I'm not even talking about the adopted sister. Like, I hope, much like Honey Bison said, I hope, she worked through this. I hope she found her peace. I hope she found her own healing. I hope she is as far away from this shit as she can get and has healed and is living the best life that she is capable of living. I hope she's living a better life than all of these fuckers put together, to be perfectly honest with you. I hope that in some way, shape, or form that she is outperforming all of them in her own way, because that honestly is the best revenge, is to just live better than your enemies. So I wish that for her. I don't know her. I don't want to know her. Don't ever send me anything about her. I don't want it. I think this woman has more than earned her right to be a private person. So let's just leave it at that. Alex and her dad. All right. So anyway, that's enough talking about that bullshit. So that I am aware of. I do know it exists. And again, I apologize for my voice. It is also 94 going on 95 degrees outside today. So if the AC kicks on, for those of you who are like, there's rattling when you talk. I know. It's called the AC. It's summertime in Philly, which apparently means somewhere between 90 to 100 and some odd degrees now. Yay, global warming's not real. That was sarcasm, by the way. So, back to the original topic. Alex, for whatever reason this week, decided to start striking people's channels. And I know that she went after a bunch of channels, one of which being this Mrs. Snowflake, or Miss Snowflake. Is this Mrs. or Miss? This is Mrs. Mrs. Snowflake, aka Not Your Average Reaction. And also, I know that she went after Mama Goob. And the only reason I know about Mama Goob is somebody mentioned it to me briefly while I was gone, because I was kind of jumping in and out, checking comments, but not really reacting to comments. And somebody had mentioned Mama Goob's channel was gone, but when I checked it, Mama Goob's channel was still there. And then later, I saw that Mama Goob had posted at some point a community post saying that her channel was back, which implies that at some point the channel had been taken down. So at some point, Alex had managed to get Mama Goob's channel taken down, which honestly is not surprising, because I know Mama Goob is one of the most vocal reaction channels against Alex. So honestly, for her channel to be struck, not taken down exactly, but struck, that wasn't terribly surprising. I'm impressed it got taken down. But here's the thing with YouTube. YouTube likes to err on the side of the complainant, not the creator, if that makes sense. So if you, whoever you might be, come in and say, wah, so-and-so is picking on me, YouTube will side with you to begin with until the channel that you're complaining about fights back. And then YouTube has a process, and sometimes that process takes a while. Most of the time I have seen that YouTube usually comes out on the side of the creator when the process gets fought. That's the big caveat. If you, the creator, chooses to fight, typically YouTube will come out on your side most of the time that I have seen. There's the big caveat there, you know, but that doesn't mean always. YouTube has a lot of moving parts. I am not fully aware of how exactly all of that works. I am also not fully aware of exactly how Alex was striking the channels, because it was a lot like Dick Nose McGee, Foodie's ex, who is now being held in court for his court date. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Really couldn't. I'm so glad to see this man not among the free and the brave anymore. Anyway, but he was striking channels. If you so much as even like breathed his name, I don't know if we have to be that like, I don't know how like gentle we have to be, because Dee Dee is still out there, but but he would strike channels just for like mentioning his name, and he would strike them for copyright about things that had nothing to do with him. But because he would abuse the channel, like the copyright system like that, like 90% of his stuff got overturned. I imagine if that's what she was doing, then that's how this stuff's going to get treated as well. And I know YouTube has like a tolerance level for it. So if you, the person striking, abuse the system too much, YouTube will come down on you, the person making the claims. But I don't know how that works. I've obviously never been on the receiving end of that. I just know that it does exist. because you're warned not to do it, which means there is some kind of repercussion for doing it. And as someone who has never done that, I don't know what the other end of that looks like. The few times that I have been copyright hit has been once for a very short clip of the movie The Whale, which I did not win. It's still up. It's part of a live. I just can't monetize it. And the other one was it Watcher? Was it Watcher? It was either Watcher or BuzzFeed. I think it was Watcher, actually. I was doing a reaction to one of the Ghost Files videos, and they hit me with a copyright on that, and I fought that. But here we are back at Alexandra is abusing the copyright system, and she is striking small channels and other fun things. So what I want to do is I kind of wanted to highlight Mrs. Snowflake, or Miss Snowflake, aka Not Your Average Reaction Channel, because I was watching them. I was enjoying them. I'm probably going to continue to watch them because, as you can see, I did subscribe. Did I subscribe? All right, I'm subscribed now. I subscribed on my other channel. Sorry. So I am enjoying them. They are a much smaller channel. I think in this video here that I was watching, they mentioned that they only had like 100 and some odd subscribers. So good work, Alexandra. You did this man a favor. But there we are. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get caught up with Alex because I am behind by a week. And I think I was a little behind before I went on vacation anyway. So if Alex wants to, you know, come on over here and say hi, you're welcome to. I don't know why you would want to pick fights with smaller channels other than you thought you could win. And I think that's a stupid reason because I can think of a couple channels that I think she did actually go after, and I can understand why your feelings might have gotten hurt and why you would want them to not attack you and that kind of a thing. Like, I get why she struck some of the channels, or at least one of the channels that she struck. I get that part. So I get that her feelings are hurt and all of that, but if you put yourself on the internet and you make yourself a semi, if not fully public person, people are gonna have things to say. And it's not always going to be nice. And it's not always going to be something you want to hear. You know? And Alex does a lot of really questionable things that she gets called out on. And it's just some really recent stuff that she's been doing that I've become aware of with like the filters. I mean, she's always been accused of using filters, but just the most recent pictures that have come out that have been like really, really revealing. Again, grain of salt. People can be reverse filtering the videos or the pictures. It's always possible. You know, grain of salt. However, I just want people to remain skeptical somewhere. But the probability is Alex heavily filters her videos. And I'm not just talking about using like a skin smoother or just good lighting or whatever. Like, Alex heavily filters her videos. She's also had several like cosmetic surgery scandals where she's had literal surgery to remove her fupa and then claim that she just lost weight when that's not what happened at all. She had her chin surgery, though I think she was very upfront about her chin surgery. I kind of remember vaguely watching videos about that one. But like real recently, she's doing Weight Watchers right now. She's claiming she's losing all this weight. I don't see it. I don't see it. And she's claiming that she's lost somewhere close to 30 pounds at this point. I don't see it. I really don't. And I'm just kind of comparing it to my own weight loss. And like, I've lost almost 20, almost 25 pounds at this point. And the people around me say, oh, I can see that you've lost weight, right? I don't see it in her. I just don't. And like my clothes fit different. You can see that my clothes fit different, right? And with her, you don't see it in her. And it's not as bad. It's not as bad as Anna from Glitter and Lasers trying to convince us that she's lost weight and still trying to squeeze in clothes that are way too fucking small for her. Alex at least wears clothes that seem to fit. That's at least I will give her that. She at least seems to wear clothes that fit her. But the problem is like the clothes that fit her now that she's 30 pounds down, supposedly, are the same clothes that fit her when she was at her heaviest, which was like 100 pounds up. And they fit the same. So, which is it, Alex? I mean, because this looks like we're getting a lot of conflicting visual information that doesn't make sense. Not to mention, there's a lot of like, again, these images that people are pulling off the internet of her filter fails. And it's not just like, oh, your smoothing filter failed. You know, it's like your whole ass figure changes. Like you look completely different. It's very jarring. It's very strange. Like the first few times I saw images, I was just like, are we sure? Are we sure this is the same person? Really? Because it's weird. It's very weird. It's strange. But yeah, this is what Alex does. And then more recently, there's been some accusations that, with some very interesting pictures to follow up with, that Alex doesn't have her kid with her at all times, which is fine. Again, I'm not going to come after her for parenting. I'm not a parent. But the weird thing that I will comment on is like she talks to her kid when her kid's not there, but talks to him as if he is there. And I think the one that killed me the most was like she was talking to her kid when he was in the kitchen with her, and she like had turned to talk to him like he was in his little like play walker thing, but the walker is empty. It's not even like, oh, maybe the kid's not in it. No, it's like completely empty. Like the little seat thing's pulled up, like you've pulled a child out of it recently, and you know how the seat pulls out, you know, pulls up. If you know, you know, you. Anyway, like there's nobody in that seat, and there hasn't been anybody in that seat, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying this hard? To the point where like somebody was like looking at the reflection in the ceiling of her Tesla, the glass ceiling of her Tesla, to see if there was a baby in the baby carrier. I even did it in the last video that I watched of hers, and there was a kid. There was a child in there. We could see its little legs moving. You couldn't really see the baby, but you could see that something was moving in the baby seat, which would imply that there was a child. Even there, she's got some kind of weird animatronic in the back, which maybe? I don't know. Maybe she's weird, apparently, but I doubt it. That's a little extreme. But yeah, so Alex is just doing a lot of smoke and mirrors. So I don't know. Maybe she does have an animatronic. I don't fucking know. But she's just been doing a lot of weird shit. So yeah, but it's a lot of just deceptive stuff to keep up this image that she has, right? And I know I keep saying that I'm gonna do one of these dark anthropology breakdowns with her, but honestly, up until like right before I left to go on vacation, she really wasn't that interesting to me. She just seemed like one of these wannabe it girls that just followed any trend that came across her Instagram or her For You page on TikTok, which honestly is not that interesting to me because she's just a follower, right? She's not a trendsetter. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't set any trends herself. She doesn't create anything herself. She just follows and repeats things. And she's just a consumer, right? She's just like, I don't know if she's a super consumer, but she is a consumer. And though that is interesting to me as like an archaeologist and an anthropologist, because we're talking about material goods and the use of said goods to, you know, portray an image. But as an individual, that's not really that interesting to me. But now that she's pulling all of these weird smoke and mirror tricks, like the filters, I expect a certain level of filtering. I honestly do. These filters are next level. the pretending the child is there when the child isn't there, like to the point where some people are saying that she's actually like editing in the sounds the child makes to make it sound like she's talking to him even when he's not there. That one I haven't, like, I've only really watched one video since I've heard these accusations, but that would be really next level. Like, it's one thing to pretend like you're talking to the kid off camera. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. I mean, that's one thing, but then to like edit the kid talking back to you into the video. And I saw somewhere somebody saying that she edits Yar in the same way. Like, she'll edit sounds of Yar talking to her off camera, even when Yar's not around. I don't know how exactly you prove that, but it's a weird thing. And when you've already got proof of her pretending like the kid is there, it kind of makes it lends a little bit of credibility to that next accusation, whether that accusation is true or not. Do you see the problem when what happens when you start lying? It makes other lies seem even more probable, whether those lies are true or not. This is the problem that Amber has. Amber lies so much that people will believe anything about her. You could tell some people that Amber is a three-legged toad from Mars and they will believe you because they will believe literally anything about Amber. Anyway, so I think I've rambled enough at this point. Oh yeah, it's a 30-minute ramble. All right, what we are going to do is we're going to go. Oh yeah, I was watching this. We're going to go back to Madame Rodriguez and we're going to get caught up with her somewhat. So this will be a longer video because I got a lot. All right, we got a lot to get caught up on. Plus, I know she's started this podcast, and I do want to go over the podcast. So, like I said, we're back. We're behind by like a week, a little bit more than a week. What is this? What is this thing here? You can't see me pointing at it. All right, we're going to go. Now, normally when I do her vlogs, because I don't care about half of her vlogs I don't care about. So usually what I watch is anything cooking related because I do think her cooking is fascinating because she's like bad at it, but she's getting better? Question mark. Also, I do like when she talks about her Weight Watcher stuff because part of Alex's lore is that she is, I don't know if she's still heavily involved with it, but she used to be pretty into the fat acceptance and health at every size thing. And she still does a lot of that. You still hear the rhetoric from those two movements in what she talks about a lot. And since she started the Weight Watchers thing, she is, I won't say she's backed off of it. If anything, I kind of feel like she's leaned into it again because she's doing a lot of these like frankenfoods or like these mimic foods where she's trying to create Weight Watcher friendly snacks and sweets that are like fast food dupes or like junk food dupes that are Weight Watcher point friendly. And as I've said before, like, it's cool if you're kind of doing it from like an Epicurious or like a culinary kind of aspect. Like some people can't have gluten, some people can't have, like my partner can't have cinnamon. Not that restrictive, but it can be. You'd be surprised how many things have cinnamon in them. But especially sweets. The thing is like, it's one thing to be doing that because you have a dietary restriction or you just want to see if you can make something similar from really random fucking ingredients. It's another thing entirely the way Alex comes at it. Alex comes at it the way an addict comes at something. Alex is trying to recreate her drug of choice, which is food, particularly sweets. Like she definitely has a sweet tooth. And so Alex is trying to recreate her drug of choice, but also make it fit into her Weight Watcher points because that way she feels like she's still eating healthy but also like cheating. I don't know. That's just how it comes off to me. And I know Alex's points have changed recently, supposedly, because she has lost weight. I wrote it down. I take notes. Take notes because y'all got mad at me. All right. Alex started off she claims she started at 311 pounds, and she had 42 to 43 points. She was saying 42, but I had her written down at 43. Where'd my original note go? Here it is. Did I put a date on that? No, that would have been too useful. So she started off at 43 points. She said 42. It doesn't fucking matter. It's 1 point. And then around the 1st of July, she said she was down to 287. And all right, around the 1st of July, there was a video where she said she was down to 287. And she said that her points had been adjusted to 39, which isn't a huge drop. It's only like, what, 4 points? Give or take. But she is down points because she lost weight. Now, again, I don't see it. But if she says she's adjusting her points, then, you know, she's adjusting her points. So that's a good sign, right? All right, the AC is on. So if you hear humming in the background, that is, what do you hear? You hear the AC. Sorry, it's hot. All right, let's adjust this a little bit. Okay, look, I love the concept of Summerween, and I think next year I'm definitely going to do Summerween, assuming I remember it. But this year we're doing the Hotter by Halloween with Rosie Beam, and so we are slowly getting back on track with that one. I did go on vacation. Did I mention that? And I might have gained a pound. Might have gained some weight while I was gone. To be fair, I was on the boardwalk. I don't think I gained weight. I think I gained some water. But either way, the point is, I weighed myself when I got back, and I was like, oh. It's pretty funny, though. I was expecting it. Anyway. This is a healthy fall treat plus home goods. Viral ghost hunt continues. Summerween. She's looking for a ghost that's holding a Diet Coke can? Okay. Anyway, like I said, we're going to skip things that don't have anything to do with the things I was talking about, either the Weight Watchers or cooking. There might be a few things that we catch here and there, but otherwise, I don't care. How is she getting this, like, grandiose shot? She's got, like, a nice fisheye shot going on. I know some of the newer cameras on the phones, like, I really, really want. I want the new S25, I'm not gonna lie. Why? Why do you ask? Is there anything wrong with my current phone? No. It has a terabyte of fucking memory on it. Why? What are you gonna do with a terabyte? I don't know, but I want it. Do I need it? No. I don't use all the memory on my current phone. Anyway, so, all right, I am gonna speed her up a little bit because I watch everybody at 125, there we go. And this is only a 23-minute video, so we're probably going to jump around a lot, and hopefully we can get through this video, and then we'll probably catch the rest of the videos in the next video. So I would like to get Alex done today, mainly because I don't want to spend a shit ton of time on her this week, because I have other people I need to get caught up on. All of the girls decided to go nuts this week. All right, let's go. Hi.
Welcome back to a new vlog. It's really windy, so I hope that my AirPods are helping me out with the mic here. But it's a stunning morning. Like, it is clear, it's crisp. It is just, it's beautiful. So
why are you walking in a parking lot?
Sue and I are taking our walk early today. We'll probably take another one later.
It must be a park. A park's parking lot. Hey, why are you walking in a parking lot? Why are you walking that close to this? You have an entire parking lot. There are no cars. Walk away from the branches. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Unless there's like, well, no, it doesn't matter. I'm being weird. Don't worry about me.
It's Friday, weighed in this morning. We lost 0.4 this week. You know what, after losing 2.5 last week, I'm okay with that. Not every week is going to be a big weight loss.
Okay, there is a trail. She's just on the trail. Never mind.
Some weeks you might stay the same. Some weeks you might lose more, and that is a-okay.
Uh-huh.
So, we're gonna have a great weekend.
She's wearing like an auntie. She's got like the auntie visor going on.
Happy Friday.
Hi.
And I thought I would start a vlog, take you guys along. So
yay.
Go get a walk in if it's nice out, because it feels so good. Here are the walk essentials. Anderson's bottle. We've got Mega Babe Chafing Relief.
You know, one of the nice things, I think one of the number one nice things about having 20 fewer pounds on my body is I don't chafe. Now, it's not going to be true for everybody. I understand that. You're going to lose weight where you're going to lose weight. But I don't chafe anymore. Like, I don't have to wear bike shorts when I walk. TMI, I know. I don't have to wear bike shorts anymore when I walk because my thighs don't rub together anymore. And it is so fucking freeing knowing that I can just wear a skirt and not have to worry about that shit anymore. It's kind of nice. It really is. And that was not something I expected to happen. And I'm just like, yes. It's so nice. I never used chafing cream anyway. I know I've never used any of these types of products, to be honest with you. I know there was like a deodorant. Basically, this is like deodorant, I assume. But I know people that ride bikes a lot use this stuff too, like the professional or like the semi-pro bikers or like just like the bike enthusiasts who just do a lot of the biking. Like they use this on their bums. I guess your asses chafe. Don't know. Don't ride bikes that much. Never was a bike rider. So I don't know. I know that the chafing cream is used for a lot of things, but I know that this is like a thing. But yeah, it's not something I have to worry about so much anymore or at all anymore. And it's so nice. I just can't explain to you how nice it is to just be like, I can just wear a skirt and not worry about it.
Of course, I already drink my Alani. And then my favorite Amazon shorts. I'm so happy, jump. I'm so happy.
Okay. Next. All right, we went to Walmart.
And found one that had a good one. I've been in heaven.
Oh, God, why?
Bob. Okay, we just went and did a Walmart curbside pickup.
Uh-huh.
Ever since I discovered that the Walmart I had been going to had bad curbside pickup and found one that had a good one, I've been in heaven. Walmart, such good prices. They have all the good low point finds.
If you eat whole foods on Weight Watchers, you will eat low points, low to no points. Because as much as I don't understand the Weight Watcher point system, one thing I do know is if you eat whole foods, you are almost guaranteed to be eating zero to low point foods. Because it makes sense. When it gets to the meats, it gets a little wonky, and I don't quite understand how it works when you get into the meat and the eggs and stuff like that. Eggs. Their points start to not make as much sense. But again, if you're just eating whole foods and not buying a bunch of pre-processed, pre-packaged, pre-made things, it doesn't matter. Because even if you're eating a lot of meat and protein, your points will all be going into those anyway, because the rest of the foods, like all of the fruits and vegetables are pretty much 0 points. Most of the starchy vegetables and starches are 0 points. Pretty much anything with fiber is it's either 0 or very low points. Once you get into like butter and meat and eggs and cheese and stuff, that's when the points start packing on. And I think it has something to do with fat versus fiber. I don't know. Somebody tried to explain it to me. It didn't make any sense. I apologize for the person who tried to explain it to me. It wasn't you. It was me. It just didn't make any fucking sense. But my point stands. If you're not buying a lot of processed packaged shit or trying to eat at McDonald's, Alex, it doesn't matter. So like this thing like, oh, Walmart has a lot of 0 and low point foods. Any grocery store has 0 and low point foods. Just don't eat garbage. Just eat the whole foods. And I will give her credit. She does try to cook, but like the shit she cooks is very strange. Like she made these calzones the other day with her crimpet thing, which makes me think of the things we used to crimp our hair with. I don't know if y'all remember. I'm touching my hair like I crimped my hair. We used to crimp our hairs back in the day. Because it was cool, you guys. We wore our neon headbands and our scrunchies and our jelly shoes, and we crimped the shit out of our hair because frizzy hair was in. Anyway. Oh, the 80s. Do we miss them? Yes. Yes, we do. Anyway, she made a calzone out of that, and it actually didn't look bad. It was kind of a good idea, I guess, but she used like pre-breaded, pre-fried chicken strips, and then a buffalo hot sauce. I mean, they sounded good. And then like, did she use blue cheese dressing or something in it? Basically, she made like a buffalo chicken blue cheese wrap, and it didn't sound bad, but she could have made it with regular non-breaded chicken, and that would have saved her some points. And I don't know.
So the fat-free cottage cheese, 0 points. And then these are my obsession.
But you could just eat regular cottage cheese. Like, you could eat the 4% cottage cheese. It tastes better. It's better for you. Unless you have to be on no-fat diet for... My partner has gallbladder issues, so we have to do the low-fat for him. But, like, otherwise, you could just eat the 4% stuff. It's good. It's better for you anyway. And if you were already eating a regular whole food diet, it doesn't matter if it's more points or not. I don't know.
And the keto culture hamburger buns, these are 1 point each. I use them for low point burgers.
What else is in those though? Like, what are the other ingredients that are in these hamburger buns? I don't know, but what are they? What else are you eating to try and get a low point hamburger bun is what I want to know. They might be perfectly fine.
Sandwiches, they're really good. They're nice and fluffy.
Mm-hmm. But what are the chemicals that are making it nice and fluffy?
Then, oh my gosh, you guys. Little known fact.
Yes, the sugar-free ketchup.
I was not counting ketchup points.
Raise your hand if you're surprised. Woman doesn't measure shit. I don't trust her point calculations to begin with because it's very rare for her to measure anything. So she's ballparking most of the shit she does anyhow, which is another reason why I'm skeptical about her weight loss, but I have no way of being like, no, you haven't lost weight. It's like when Amber tells us if she's lost or gained weight. I have no way of knowing because I'm not there. I myself am not physically weighing her, so I can't tell you 100% for sure whether she is or isn't gaining or losing weight. But just going off of what I see, I'm skeptical. Now her admitting that she wasn't measuring her ketchup has a lot, normal ketchup has a lot of sugar in it. Banana ketchup, if you can get a hold of that shit, that is some good shit. It is a shame that we can't get that in the States. I don't know if we can't get it at all. I need to get some more is what I'm saying. It's a Filipino thing. It is so good. We have a Filipino grocery store around here. I should go see if we can get it there. That's so good. I don't know if they call it ketchup here anymore or if they just call it banana sauce now. I don't know. They had to rebrand it. Either way, it's delicious. It's better than ketchup. It's very good. Highly recommend it if you've never had it.
And regular ketchup with the sugar has the same points as my Bolthouse Farms ranch.
Reasons why I don't believe her point counts.
Ranch. So that's a big deal.
Ranch.
So I found this one from G Hughes, one of my favorite sugar-free low point brands.
I know there's a lot of sugar-free ketchups out there that are pretty keto-friendly and like low-carb friendly because I follow a lot of people that do that on the internet. So I am aware that this ketchup exists. I've never had it. Not a big ketchup eater. Just not a big ketchup eater. So I don't know. If you guys use this, does it taste good? Does it taste like ketchup? I don't know. Let me know.
You can have, I think, up to 4 tablespoons of this for 0 points. So that's
That's
really good.
That's a lot of ketchup. 4 tablespoons? That's like a fourth of a cup. Trying to do math in my head. I'm trying to do visual math in my head. It's like a fourth of a cup, right? Roughly?
Good. It's the sugar and the regular ketchup that gives it the points. So,
No. Because it's the tomatoes. It's the tomato. Alex, do you know how ketchup is made? Raise your hand if you know what goes into... Okay. Before I become an ass, how many people actually know how to make ketchup? before I become an actual asshole, down in the comments section, just let me know. Am I the weird one? How many of you know how to make ketchup? My great-grandmother used to make vats of ketchup. I know how to make this at home. Let me know. Am I the weird one? It's fine. It's perfectly acceptable if I'm the weirdo. It's cool. Just let me know. Okay, anyway, I will stop now. Let me know down below. Do you know how to make ketchup? If you don't know how to make ketchup, are you at least aware of what goes into ketchup? That would be my next question. Because those of you who are surprised about the sugar content in ketchup, I am surprised at that. But it could just be I happen to know these things because I have a very food aware family that most people don't have, and that could just make me the weirdo here. So let me know. And if I am not the weirdo, I'm going to make fun of Alexandra. But anyway, here we go.
If you're not tracking your ketchup and you're on WW, that would sneak up on you, and I had literally no idea.
How do you not know that?
So then I got some apples.
But yet you're down a shit ton of weight. You're like drinking ketchup and you're down a shit ton of... Anyway, pink ladies are really good. I like those. I like those. Not a huge Gala fan. Pink ladies are one of my favorites, though.
Some organic pink lady apples because I have a new recipe I'm going to try today.
Mm-hmm.
And then also for that, I needed lemons.
Mm-hmm.
And then just for the house, we needed avocados.
I hate avocados.
These are huge. Wow. Beautiful.
There's the California ones.
And then there's my straw wrapper because I got a DC. Okay, I am super excited to make these cookies.
I like her hair, though. I mean, I know a lot of people want to slam her for her looks and shit, but I still think she's pretty. Even with filters, I still think she looks nice.
I've seen them all over my For You page on Instagram, on both my regular Instagram and my Healthier Alex Instagram.
Is it called For You on Instagram? I know they call it that on TikTok. Has it just bled? Has the TikTok lingo just bled over into the other social medias? Or are they all called For Yous? I don't know. I don't pay that much attention, clearly. Those of you who send me messages on Instagram, I am so sorry. I'm trying to get better.
Her page is Kickass K8, and she shares these Kickass apple pie cookies.
That sounds
Guys,
good.
if you're on WW, they're almost 0 points. Are we about to make a potentially 0-point cookie?
I need to go through the shit that I make on a daily and see how many points they actually end up being on Weight Watchers. Is there an app or something out there that I don't have to pay for to figure out Weight Watcher points? Because the last thing I want to do is pay for Weight Watchers again just to sit down and figure out the point values of the food that I cook at home. Not the food that I eat out. I'm willing to bet those are like in the bajillion points. Like I'm willing to bet that. But like the stuff I make at home, I just want to know where my food would fit in the Weight Watcher point system, because I don't use a lot of packaged stuff. I use a lot of whole foods. And she goes on about shit. Oh my God, are we about to make a 0-point cookie? You're making it out of oats, apples, and some lemons. Probably. Going off of what I do know about Weight Watchers. So is there some place I can go that has the ability to calculate Weight Watcher points from a recipe that I don't have to pay for or join Weight Watchers to do? Because I don't want to do that again. It's expensive. I didn't like it. And all I'm going to do is use it to evaluate recipes. I don't want to pay for Weight Watchers to do that.
That's actually good. She says they're a great pre and post workout snack. They honestly just look freaking delicious, okay? And a ton of people have remade them and said they're great. So I am...
Well, I mean, if a ton of people jump off of a bridge and say it's fun, if a ton of people jump off of a bridge without a parachute, none of them complain because they're all dead. Obviously, it must be fun.
So excited. I needed the lemons, the apples, it's oats, oat flour.
Did I not call this recipe? I don't even know what she's fucking making, and I called this recipe.
I'll walk you through it. So we're gonna make them right now.
You're gonna You're going to grind and or half grind the oats, half use whole oats. You're going to mix in the apples. There's probably going to be some kind of combining agent, either an egg or water. You might be able to use flax. I would recommend using flax, actually. Let's see. You're going to use the lemon juice to accentuate the apples. You're going to have chunked apples. There's probably going to be some kind of fake sweetener in there because God forbid she eats something without sweetener in it. I wonder how much sugar she's going to end up putting into this. How much extra sugar she's going to end up putting into this. What else would I put into this? How would I make these? They didn't look particularly plump, but there's probably some baking powder in it. I'm trying to think of baking powder or baking soda. There's going to be one of the two of those in there. What else would I put in there? I would put... That's what I would do. I would use some ground oats. It's like oat flour, eggs, a little bit of milk, probably to just wetten it down. Wetten it. Ooh, banana. Could use a banana too. Instead of the egg. And then you'd put your apple chunks in. Put a little bit of lemon juice in. You definitely want to put the lemon juice in before you put the baking soda in so that it would activate. That would actually help it fluff up some. Put the apple chunks in, fold it, dollop it onto your baking sheet, and then bake it. That's what I would do. I just play with that a little bit, but that's what I'm calling. I'm calling this recipe.
Because Anderson just went down for his morning nap. Here is what you're gonna...
How many naps does this kid take? I wish I slept as much as he... Maybe I should follow her kid's sleeping schedule. When does he go to bed? So he takes a nap around 10 in the morning. When's his afternoon nap? How many naps does this kid take? Maybe I need these naps. I'm following this kid's sleeping schedule from here on out.
We have oats, which we're also going to make oat flour by just like blending some up into the blender. Oats and oat flour, 0 points. Then we have sugar-free maple syrup.
I meant maple syrup. I knew that was going to happen.
This is from Lakanto.
I didn't say that, but I knew that was going to happen.
Lakanto, 0 points.
That shit is awful. I like this brand. They make the erythritol monk fruit sweetener that I love. Okay, they even make a powdered sugar version. Love it. Love their sweetener. This shit is terrible. Awful. I do not recommend it.
Cinnamon.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of salt.
Obviously.
We are going to need 2, I think this is the only, no, this and the protein powder have points. 2 tablespoons of honey, which has 6 points.
You're already using maple sweetener. Why do you need honey? I mean, why not? I don't care. I was wondering how much sweetener was going to go into this.
But spread across a bunch of cookies, it's going to be pretty low.
If you can't use... Okay, because my partner can't have cinnamon. Allspice would be good. Nutmeg would be good. It's an apple pie. So anything that would be good on an apple pie. If you're going to use nutmeg, though, be very sparingly with it. Like, whatever you think you're going to put in nutmeg-wise, cut that in half. To the point where you're like, boop, nutmeg. Like, seriously. Allspice, nutmeg, coriander a little bit. No. I get cardamom and coriander mixed up. I think I mean cardamom. Cardamom. A little bit of cardamom. What else would be good in that? Mace. Do people cook with mace? Margarine? No, it's not margarine. I don't use that one very often. So let's not use that one. It's not margarine. Marjoram, I think I'm thinking of, and I don't use it very frequently, so don't call me on that one. There's one that's called, I think it's a blend, actually. Oh, I'll have to look this one up for you. It's so good. Spice of Paradise or something like that? Grains of Paradise? Hang on, let me look this up real fast, because it's really good. Okay, I had to look this one up. Grains of Paradise. Really good. Really, really good. But it's not what I was thinking of. But this is good. No, it's a spice mix. Crap. I'll have to look it up sometime. But it has Grains of Paradise in it. But it's a baking spice mix that does not have cinnamon in it. I know these things now. I'll have to look it up. But it's really, really good. It's so good. I'm so sorry that I can't think of the name of it, because I'm going to sit here. Yeah, because it's popular during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. Crap. What was the name of the spice mix? Anyway, if I can figure it out before the end of the video, I'll let you guys know. Because I really recommend it. It's very good. Anyway, back to what we actually came here for.
And then I'm going to use the Cake Pop protein powder from PE Science.
Why? Just use vanilla. Just use vanilla. Just, okay. Cool.
Let me check how
Because it has to be high protein, that's why. And the only way we could possibly make it high protein is to add protein powder.
many points. 2 points for a scoop. I don't know how much we're going to use.
And it has to be flavored like Cake Pops, because Cake Pop is a flavor.
Then I have Fairlife fat-free milk, which is optional. I think it's just if we need it to like be more liquidy when we have our batter.
Well, so far you don't have any liquid to put into the batter, so what are you making batter from?
But this is super low point. A whole cup has 2 points, and we're definitely using less than that. And then we're using an Oikos 000 vanilla Greek yogurt.
Okay. Okay. So you're using the yogurt as your liquid, okay. 6 of one, half dozen the other. I called milk. You could, yeah, sure. You just need something liquidy. It's gonna be a real thick batter, which also is not an issue. You make it too thick of a batter, though. Personally, you make it too thick of a batter, it's not gonna cook right. It's not gonna bake right. But I don't know. We'll see how these turn out. Some of her stuff hasn't been terrible. Some of it.
This whole thing has 2 points. She used regular non-fat Greek yogurt, but I like the taste of this better, so.
You could just use vanilla. Like there's a spice. It's called vanilla. This fly. The singular fly.
These are going to be very low point. Each cookie is probably going to be
Chantel. Actually, I guess I should name you Alex.
like a point. So the first step, oh, and then lemons for lemon zest and the apples. That's everything you need. So I'm
Just the lemon zest? I'm pretty sure you're not gonna put lemon juice in this?
going to go ahead first.
And there's no baking powder or soda. What's your leavening agent? I'm interested. It's not gonna leaven, I guess. I guess the yogurt? Maybe? There's no leavening agent. That's just...
And cut up 3 of these apples.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to put them on the stove, get them a little bit soft. And I have my oven preheating at 350. And we're going to wash these.
I am a terrible baker. I don't preheat. Which might account for some of the issues I have in life. I don't preheat a lot of times. I've started being better about it. I recommend preheating. I really do. I am lazy as fuck. And normally I get to putting shit together before I preheat. That's 90% of the problem. I do recommend preheating, by the way. Don't do what I do. Where's your cutting board?
Keep the skin on and dice them into small
Cutting board.
pieces.
Where's your
I
cutting?
think
All right, we
these
go.
are going to be good. I have made several attempts now on and off camera to make good low point cookies, and I don't think you can do a good like chocolate chip cookie.
Okay, look, I know my knife skills aren't great, but they're not... Okay, she's not as bad as Amber, so...
At least in my experience, they all have a really weird cakey texture. They
Yeah.
just like don't taste like a cookie. So I think you're
What do you want the cookie to taste like? I need to know what she means by tastes like a cookie to understand what she wants. Does she want, like... Some people like those real thin, real crispy chocolate chip cookies that I don't like. And there's other types of cookies that are like that, but they're like that because they're 90% sugar, and that's what you're eating. You're eating basically caramelized sugar, which is fine. There's another type of them is like I think they're called lace sugars or lace cookies. But they're basically just like very little flour, mostly sugar. But that's what happens is they cook, they don't rise, they just cook. And they spread out a little bit, but not a lot. But that's the point. You have a very thin batter, or you have a very, very fragile batter, and it cooks and they make a very thin, very fragile cookie, which some people really like. I'm not knocking you if you like those kind of cookies. I don't. But they're crispy usually. I used to make them around Christmas time. There's several different types of cookies that are like that. It's a particular type of cookie. If that's what she's going for, because she's making effectively low sugar cookies, she's never going to get that. Most of these cookies are going to end up being a more traditional cake style cookie, which is what most of us are used to. Most people like those style cookies, like a chewy chocolate chip cookie. I'm just using these because these are like the most popular styles. That has a more dense, more chewy cookie to it, right? Less crumbly cookie. If she's trying to get the more crispy cookie, she's not going to get that because she's not using granular sugar. Words. That's what gets you that crispy cookie. You can use the brand that she's using for the fake sweetener that I said wasn't good. Maple syrup sweetener. They make the erythritol monk fruit sweetener. They blend monk fruit in with the erythritol granule sugar. Now that I have found that you can 1-for-1 it for regular sugar, and you can get a decent sugar cookie or crispy sugar cookie. Yes, I know I just repeated myself, but you get my point. You can use that almost 1-for-1 to get a perfect cookie, but you still have to use real butter. That's the other trick. You can't use fake butter. You can't use a plant oil butter. You have to use a real lard-based, animal-based butter, because the compound of the butter itself affects how the cookie turns out, right? That's why no offense, vegans, but that's why you can't get a really good vegan cookie like that, because like vegan butter just doesn't have the same structure as animal butter. It's just a sacrifice you have to make. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You know, there's just certain sacrifices you have to make. Like, if you don't want to eat a shit ton of sugar, you're stuck with a cakier cookie, right? That's just how this works. But if that's what she's trying to go for, she's not going to achieve that with these low sugar cookies, because you just can't. It's baking is chemistry more than cooking, if that makes sense. And there's just certain structures that have to be present during baking in order to achieve certain results, right? We were talking about this with the cinnamon rolls, and the way she was just like, anyway, the cinnamon rolls. My ancestors are still crying. But she's not gonna get a crispy cookie out of this. And this is never just going off the ingredients here. This was never intended to be a crispy cookie anyway. This is a pie style cookie, or a pie-esque reminiscent style cookie. It's not gonna be. This is like a biscuit basically. She likes a lot of biscuits that she likes to call other things. This is gonna be like a drop biscuit recipe with apples and cinnamon.
Your best bet maybe is to go with, a vibe like this. Okay, we're gonna add in our 3 diced apples. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons of our maple syrup.
This shit, I can't stand that stuff. If you like it, that's cool, because it's on the market. I know people enjoy it. I don't like it. Just use maple syrup. It's not that big of a deal. Just use fucking maple syrup. It's fine. It's not going to kill, unless you're allergic to it. Maybe it will kill you. But otherwise, just use maple syrup. Stop doing all of this stuff.
Teaspoon of cinnamon.
Look, I don't care. I love cinnamon. That's not a teaspoon. I don't care. Measure with your heart when it comes to cinnamon. I love cinnamon, but don't lie to me either.
She says to be generous, so there we go. We're gonna do the juice from half of a lemon along with some of the zest.
I wondered about that. Okay, yeah, so you are going to use the juice.
Lemon juice. This is gonna be kind of like a fall treat. This already smells so good. We're gonna cook this for 6 to 8 minutes until the apples get nice and soft.
I would have put half of that in the pot. I would have put half of those apples in and then done the second half just because the pan's a little crowded. And I would also have put like a little pat of butter in there. Not a lot, just a little, but we're doing low fat, low sugar here, so. I'm thinking about flavor.
Okay, these are cooked while we make the rest of the dough.
They look fine. I just wouldn't have crowded the pan as much. They would have cooked a little faster. I don't know how long this took her. It doesn't matter. That's up to you how you want to cook.
They're gonna cool in the freezer.
Why?
And these by themselves taste absolutely delicious. And
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make apple cinnamon oatmeal, there's your apples. That's how you do this recipe. And now you add your oatmeal. I know, difficult, eh?
it smells like fall heaven in here. We're gonna do 3 scoops of this protein powder. Oh, the total of 1 cup. Okay, wait. Let me add, I have 1 cup of oats, old-fashioned oats, because every scoop, I think, is different with protein powder. Yep, 2 scoops. So there's that. And then I blended up our oats. 1 cup of oat flour. You literally just put oats in the blender. I'm gonna do 1 cup of...
I love oat flour. I love cooking with oats. One thing you do need to know, though, if you switch to oat flour, is it will make everything chewy. Like, it's not... You can 1-for-1 it with regular flour 90% of the time, but it will make whatever you're making chewy. So if you're not, it also makes it kind of moist. I know people don't like that word, but I don't have a better way to describe it. So just FYI, if you decide to use oat flour, which I recommend, I do enjoy it, but it will definitely change the overall like mouthfeel and texture of whatever you're cooking. I don't mind it. I like it. It's denser. I like a denser bread. So I don't mind this kind of a thing. But if you do, this might not be the thing for you. But I recommend trying it at least once. Like try a recipe with oat flour at least once to see. But it does create a slightly denser, slightly chewier bread or crumb, and it will hold moisture. So you definitely want to keep it, if you have an environment that your bread molds quickly, if you leave it out, definitely keep it in the fridge. Some people live in a warmer climate than others. Or keep a desiccant packet in with your wherever you keep it, kind of a thing. The other thing is when it does go dry, it goes dry. It gets hard. So just FYIs. But I like it, and I cook with it pretty much exclusively anymore. I don't really use, like, if I'm going to make a loaf of bread, I will make bread. But pretty much everything else I cook these days is made with oat flour, and I like it. If I didn't say that 50 million times already.
Oh no, half a cup of Greek yogurt.
Uh-huh.
Maybe about a half a cup. That might be perfect.
I mean, if you look on the side, it'll tell you. It'll tell you how many ounces that fucking cup is. And it's probably somewhere around 4 or 5 ounces, because that's usually how many ounces are in the fucking cup. Anyway.
Oh my god. When the universe aligns.
There are measurements on the sides of these things. You just have to look. Kind of like, how you can tell how many calories are in the motherfucker.
So if you want to make these, that little container is a half a cup exactly.
What is with you and not using a spatula?
Honey. This one is wildflower honey.
Wildflower honey is the bomb. The only thing better than wildflower honey is orange blossom flower honey. Orange blossom flower honey. Yeah, num. I will go to war. No, I won't. But damn, that's some good stuff. And local honey, if you can get local honey, that is the best thing you can get. Absolute best thing. I know people really like Tupelo honey, but orange blossom honey,
Okay. Oh, that slid right out because I had put the maple syrup in here before.
It shouldn't do that. Pro tip. You want your honey to come out of your measuring spoon without any issues, just oil it. Like if you have to measure oil, measure your oil first, then measure your honey or anything sticky, usually maple syrup. Maple syrup shouldn't be oily.
That made it super easy. So we're gonna mix this, and then it says if it's too dry, then you can add some milk. And then we're gonna fold in our cooled.
Oh, God, please use a spatula. Why are you using a metal spoon? Use a wooden spoon. Use anything other than that metal spoon. I'm being picky, I understand, but this is killing my ears.
Apples. Form these into cookies, and they're like nice thick cookies. They're kind of like chunk cookies.
Like a biscuit?
So I think these are gonna be bomb. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do a splash of milk. That was a big splash. Everything's fine, but the texture is looking good. There's a tiny part of me that wants to add a little Truvia brown sugar.
She can't not add sweetener. She's just got like the worst sweet tooth.
I feel like it would make it so good. Should I do it?
Have you tried it without fucking with the recipe yet?
Oh.
You should always make the recipe the way the recipe tells you to make it first. Always. Even if it's just a half batch. You should always make a recipe the way the recipe tells you to do it first, then mess with it. Unless you are an advanced baker or an advanced cook. Some of you are. But if you are not, Alex, you should always make the recipe the way the recipe tells you to do it first and take notes and then adjust the recipe because you don't know how this recipe is going to turn out, right? And after you've made it once, you know what needs to change. Like, you know it's not sweet enough. You know it needs more salt. You know you needed to add more liquid. You know you needed to cook it a little bit longer. Everybody's oven is different. When it tells you need to put it in for like 15 to 20 minutes, you may only need 18, right? It just depends on things. Also, remember to rotate your pan when you're cooking because your oven does not cook evenly. I don't care who you are, your oven does not cook evenly. Remember to rotate your pan.
I know I should just try it as it is first.
Oh,
All right,
God.
this is definitely giving dough energy. Probably could use a little less milk, but that's okay.
No,
Okay, let's pop
honestly,
in our
you
apples.
probably could have added a little more.
I would have. But she didn't give you a measurement for the milk, so that's mildly concerning. I would have added an egg. But again, do the recipe the way they tell you to do it first.
Fold these in. I'm gonna use an ice cream scoop.
Or stab them. Stab them in. I need to explain to Alex what it means to fold. Fold it in. She kills me. Oh, but that she'll use a fucking wooden spoon for. Anyway.
To make it easy. I think that's what they did.
Okay. Ice cream scoop's a good idea. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing wrong with the ice cream scoop. 2 spoons will also work. My go-to, though, is I've got one of those little, like, it looks like an ice cream scoop that has the thing inside of it. You push the little button and it spits those things. Those are worth spending the extra cash on. You just scoop it in there and then you go, and it just plops it right back on there, and it's the perfect scoop every single time. I have those in several different shapes because, you know, you never know what shape you need. I know it's an extra little bit of, like, kitchen gadgetry, but God, they're so nice. And you can use them for anything. I use them for meatballs. I use them for cookies. I use them for everything. Like, sometimes I use them for ice cream. They're great. I mean, it looks okay. They look moist. All right. Should they be that big? Did she say how big they should be? I mean, I feel like that's a good size. Don't get me wrong. You're only gonna get 6 out of that? Well, that first one's small.
All right, this is like 2/3 of the batter, but I'm gonna bake these on on 350 for 12 minutes and see where we're at.
Okay.
Okay, here are the cookies. They look very similar to how hers looked, so
Do they? They don't look bad.
fingers crossed. I've been letting them cool for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. They're
Did you poke them in the middle to make sure they were cooked all the way through? Pro tip. Toothpicks. Poke it in the middle, especially when you're doing anything with like a dough. Poke it in the middle. If your toothpick doesn't come out clean, and what I mean by that is, you poke it in the middle and you pull it out. If there's anything stuck to it, anything, doughy, crumbly, gooky shit, it's not clean. Stick it in, pull it out. There shouldn't be anything on that. You gotta use wood. It's gotta be a toothpick. Stick it in, pull it out, right? If it's not, that means the center's not done. Now, if you want a gummy cookie, some people like that, not judging. If that's what you want, you're good. If you poke it in there and your center goes blah, 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 It's not done. Don't eat that. Put it back in. I'm just saying. That's how you test to see if the center's done. Don't just like guess, because once your stuff cools down like this, you can't really put it back in. It'll burn. You can. What I do, I don't recommend this, but what I do sometimes is you nuke it. It makes it chewy, but it will get the center done.
I feel like they're still warm but not hot, so I think it's the perfect time
Okay.
to try them. It smells literally like fall heaven. Like,
Okay.
I am getting so excited for fall, and I'm still very much in summer mode. Like, so summer mode, swimming, tanning, all the good vibes. But
I'm not done with the beach yet. I know I just went to the beach. I know I just got back from the beach, but I want to go back to the beach. I'm not done with the beach yet. This is the first summer that I've gone to the beach this much, and I just fucking love it. I don't understand how people don't just, like, live at the beach during the summer. It is amazing. I come from the Midwest, though. We don't have beaches, and so I'm just like... The beach is the most amazing thing ever, and it's only an hour and a half away. How are we not living there? Anyway.
the smell of fall, nothing beats it. Okay, cheers.
Why do you...
Okay.
That was not done. That's a face. Right there. I'm sorry. I was trying to get the center of the damn cookie again.
These are
No, they're not. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I'm trying to get something. Hang on. I don't think those were done. This is raw. That looks raw. It's hard to get these kind of things to cook when they're thick in the center, especially when you have like fruit, because the fruit itself has moisture, which is one of the reasons why they had you cook it down before you put the apple slices in, was to kind of cook some of that moisture out of the apple. But she says she put it in for 12 minutes. I would have put it in. This is why you use the toothpick. If she'd done the toothpick, it wouldn't have come out clean, and she would have known the centers weren't done. Just saying. Always use your toothpicks. But yeah, this is not done. Now, she didn't put any kind of like egg or anything in it that's gonna like make her sick because it's undercooked, which, you know, probably you're not gonna get sick from an undercooked egg anyway. But you might. But yeah, this isn't done. I'd have put it in for... If I'd pulled this out at 12 minutes and my toothpick hadn't come out clean, I probably would have stuck it in for another 5 minutes, to be perfectly honest with you, because I always do things in fives. And that would have been my first batch. So that would have made it, what, around 17 minutes. So that means that I would have put the second batch in, started it at 15 minutes, which I probably honestly would have put the first batch in at 15 minutes, to be perfectly frank with you. But I know what my oven cooks at, so... Anyway, so the first batch would have gone in, I would have added 5 minutes. The second batch would have gone in, I would have started it longer. If the 15-minute batch hadn't gotten done through the center, I would have put the third batch in, if there was a third batch, in at 20 minutes. If that doesn't get the fucker cooked all the way through, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah. Now, I expect it to be somewhat moist in the middle. Don't get me wrong. I don't expect it to be like a hard rock through the center, but it shouldn't be pulling. Like the dough, the batter shouldn't be pulling like that still. It shouldn't be so wet that it's still like a cheese pull. It shouldn't do that. It should be crumbly. Like, I don't know, like the outside here looks. Like it can be moist, but it still needs to pull. Like, shouldn't have that pull. Anyway, I hope that's making sense. Anyway, this isn't done. I don't like undercooked dough. Some people do, though. Some people love that. I don't like it. Do not like it at all.
Okay. These are delicious.
No, they're not. Does that look like the face of somebody who thinks that's delicious?
They're really...
Really? Really? Does that look delicious? Does that look delicious? Oh, does that look delicious? Oh yeah, that looks delicious. Mmm. You look like you are enjoying the shit out of that, Alex. Oh yeah. Mmm. You can't even fake a smile for these. How bad are they? Oh, you're trying though. Look at you. Boy, you're trying. Oh no. Where's that one? Oh yeah. She's like, can I spit it out yet? She doesn't like these. You know, it's okay to just say, no, this isn't a win. It's okay. Or to be like, I think I need to cook the next batch a little longer. This is a learning process. It's okay, Alex. You don't have to pretend like everything you cook is amazing. Everything I cook is not amazing. It pisses me off when I cook something that's disgusting because I'm like, I've wasted all this material. It's okay. I get it. But, like, I don't believe you. Compare this face that she's making now to the face that she made when she ate those god-awful fucking cinnamon rolls, right? And she was just like, ooh, these are good. She liked those. She thought those were good. This, no. I don't believe you. Anyway, sorry.
They're really good.
No, they're
You can
not.
really taste the protein powder, which matters deeply. Oh, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Either she is incredibly tired and has like no energy, possible, or she does not like these.
Okay. Yeah, those are really, really freaking delish.
Is that why you put it down and didn't finish it?
And they actually...
Uh-huh. I do appreciate that she covers her mouth so we don't have to watch her chew. I will give her that. Yeah, you do not look like you like these at all.
And they actually have enough sweetness. I don't think you needed the brown sugar, so I'm glad I didn't do that. Also, adding in some peanut butter with this would be
I don't like peanut butter.
insane.
Come for me.
But those are amazing, and they come out to be about 1.5 points each. So, yes.
Notice we didn't watch her finish that one. When she made the s'mores, not only did we watch her finish a s'more, we watched her eat like 2 more of them. With the cinnamon rolls, I think she wolfed down like 3 of them on camera. That one, she didn't even finish that. She took maybe 2 bites and then put it down. She did not like those. It is okay to not like something you cooked. Okay? It is okay to eat something and be like, nah, this ain't it. It's okay. It really is. Especially since you said that was what, 2/3 of the batter? You still have like 1/3 of the batter left to go. You just needed to cook them longer.
Did my keepy Lou? My little snuggle bug.
Really? He doesn't look like he wants to snuggle.
We're just laying on the couch for a little bit while Anderson sleeps. And then we're gonna go visit Gigi. And you're gonna get to play with your friend, Chowie Girl.
Smoothie. Guys, I think we talked about this the other day.
We
right?
did. You made me your famous smoothie.
Vanilla, strawberry, skim milk. I tested it to make sure it's good.
She wants me to have one. I'm so excited. It's blended too, yeah?
Oh my god, yes. Delicious, delicious.
Well, we see where Alex gets a lot of her personality traits from. Alright, we don't really like Gigi, so. Alright, what are we talking about here? I don't like her mom. Her mom is weird. Her mom gives me weird vibes that I don't like.
Next day. And we are at Home Goods.
Hooray.
Because Anderson and I went just now to get another activity cube for my mom's apartment because he loves his activity cube and we wanted to have one at her apartment. So we just went and picked that up and we are in a different area at the good Home Goods. This is the good Home Goods.
I will give her shit for that, but I understand exactly what she means. We have good stores around here and we have bad stores that are the exact fucking same store. And it's not like they're in a good area or a bad area. It's just like they have the stuff I want versus the stuff I don't want. So it's I understand what she means.
Where it is like always stocked up. It's a full Home Goods. It's the one my mom and I go to.
I get what she's saying. I know that's stupid. I understand what she's saying though.
And like I was like 10 minutes from it. I'm like, okay, so like we have to just go do a quick check. And I saw, sorry if you guys can hear Miss Rachel in the back. I have it set in the back right now. But you guys told me, a few people in the comments were like, if you want the ghost or like the viral items, you need to go when they first open, because like people apparently get here when they first open and try to like get them. So
I have never wanted something that badly. I didn't even go to like the Harry Potter book releases at midnight, that kind of shit. I didn't even do that crap. I've never wanted something that badly.
I don't know. They opened at 9. It's 9:45, so it's really empty though. There's like hardly anyone here. So
Get your ass in there. Now, I have accidentally been at a store when it very first opens because like I inadvertently was there and I feel like an asshole.
Are you open yet?
Feel like that guy and I hate it. And then you feel obligated to buy something because you're like you're that guy and it's like you're buying like a pack of gum just so that you're buying something.
So, all right, we'll see.
Yay.
What do you think, Anderson? He's smiling. That's a good sign. You think we're gonna find it? Okay, this
Is he actually there? Is he actually there?
is the new routine. I actually moved and parked next to a cart spot, so it's easier for Mr. Anderson. He does enjoy the carts. Who wants to go to Home Goods? Who wants to go to Home Goods? You
People actually do that?
do.
I'm from the generation where we ate paint chips, so I don't fucking know. There are rusted nails on my playground. Nah, we just moved them. We're all fine.
Guys, the funniest thing,
Hey, there he is. He's real.
Anderson's little remote that he loves to chew on, we lost it, and we found it this morning on our walk. It was
Oh my god.
on the ground. You must have tossed it. What do you think? Are we gonna have luck? Is this the magical Home Goods? This is a very good Home Goods. All right, here we go. All right, we might be a little early. I don't see any Halloween.
I'm so glad she's not using the digital thingy because that thing really fucks with my eyes.
That just scared me. That scared me so bad. Oh my god, this lady is iconic.
Is she though?
Here we go, Munch.
Yay, Halloween shit! I need to go to the store. Do I need Halloween stuff? Is that a real question?
Oh wait, that is so cute.
That is
Why do
cute.
I love this?
Ah, I love it too. Damn it! Do I need Halloween stuff? It's only 25 bucks. Look at the candle holder behind it with the snake. Ah! What is this thing back here?
Is it just like
This is why I don't go into Home Goods.
a little container? Oh, you can put like Halloween candy in it. That's cute. Oh, they have a little one too.
Oh, the little one's even better. Because it's small.
I actually really like these.
I
This is
do.
the one that I liked the other day.
I don't like that stuff.
It's so cute. And her. All of these little ones.
I don't like any. Okay, wait, now hang on. Hang on. I like this. This I like.
Here, more summer. Summer ghosts. Ooh,
Summerween.
look at all this. Oh, this would be cute, Anderson. And people can put their faces in it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let's do a quick.
Scooby-Doo! I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan. Sorry. I know I don't have any Scooby-Doo stuff behind me, but I am a massive Scooby-Doo fan.
Peruse. Oh, why am I like really into all these little candy dishes? Like they're so cute. Oh, these little ghosties.
That's
So
cute,
They
too.
actually have
Stop liking the same shit I like, Alex.
stuff here that were not at the other ones, so that's pretty exciting.
Oh, I like this guy. He's too cute. Oh, I like this guy and his stupid little balloons. I like this too. I like this style of stuff. God, my house was. Oh my god, it's Scooby-Doo. Fuck. Get me out of this. I can't even look at this place through someone else's camera.
Look at this guy.
I know, he's so cute.
Oh my god, Anderson, like, do you love?
Alex, I don't care what your kid thinks. Your kid thinks chewing on a remote is fun.
He's like, girl, I'm eating a cracker. No, he actually is smiling at it. You like this? I'm like so tempted to get this. I don't know.
Does your kid need a cracker? How often, I don't know these things, how often do children need to eat at that age? Do they constantly need to be eating things? Like, do they always need to have something in their mouths? Or do they just need to be chewing on something and for whatever reason we hand them food? Like, could he also just be chewing on a teething ring? A piece of wood? A rock?
I don't know why I love it so
What's
much.
this? Ah, go back.
And I love this too. And like you can put them together. And this is very cute. This looks
That is a
Mackenzie Child's vibe. Okay, wait.
Like, I don't know exactly who Mackenzie Child is, but I keep hearing their name in association with that style of stuff, and I'm here to tell you that shit existed before whoever Mackenzie Child is. So back off.
It's too soon. I'm really just here to find.
It's not too soon. It's never too soon. Halloween is forever. These are so cute with the little ghosts stamped on them, and they're in gray. God. Okay, anyway. This is why my animals hide from me.
Our viral Diet Coke ghost. But that's tempting. It's all very tempting. Oh, why do I love this too? I like
I don't like that.
all this like wood vibe.
Nah, I don't
This
like it.
little wood
Looks cheap.
Dracula. You could do like a whole little.
Now, if it was handmade, if I was at like an arts and crafts fair and I was seeing the wood stuff, that would be completely different. Then I would be like, oh, that's cute. Seeing it at Home Goods, it's just not the same vibe.
Wooden situation.
Like,
That's
what?
so-
What the fuck is that? It's a fake wine bottle that looks like a pumpkin. Like, really? I come to Home Goods for shit I can't find at a craft fair. All right.
Cute. Okay. Well, I don't think
Look at this. Those are so cool.
we're in luck, but it was a thrill.
Wait. I was trying to see the ghost thing, but it.
Oh, look at this witch riding her little bike. That is cute.
Oh, it has a cat too. No. No. No.
Wait, I see more ghosts. Hold on. A little fall wreath action, but let's see. Oh, there's more over here. Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
Okay, god damn it. I said no, and then I saw these little stupid things, and now I'm like, oh. Now I kind of want to get macarons, or are those macarons or macaroons? Help me, cynical guy. You're my only hope. But now I kind of want to get these cookies and make them look like little smushed bugs.
These are cute. Another little latte ghost. Oh, look at this one in the little car.
No.
Cute. Okay.
No. Anyway,
More over here.
I mean, it's Halloween. Do I
Oh
have...
my goodness, Anderson, look at this. Look how cute this is, Munch. Oh, that's so cute. I can't stand it. I
She calls the kid Munch?
love this little guy. I keep
Did I just pick up on the fact she calls the kid Munch?
seeing him. Like,
See,
Yes?
that's
You
so
feel something for
cute.
He's reaching for it. Should we get this? Or
No.
this? This is very cute.
Nah, I don't like
I
that.
like how there's a big guy with
Yeah,
no
I
face.
don't like
Very
that.
cute. Very cute.
This. Cute. That's cute. This guy. Like this guy. Oh, because it's Martha Stewart. I like Martha Stewart, sorry.
Very demure. Very cutesy. Very demure.
We're still doing the very demure thing.
If this actually
Very
exists.
thoughtful, very demure.
Does it exist?
Oh my god, I'm
I
getting
don't
dizzy.
think so.
Ooh, those are pretty. I like that. These are from last year.
Oh, I don't
So
know.
last year.
Oh my god, wait. I love this. Hello. Hello, turkey. A little rattan turkey never hurt anyone.
Can we burn it?
Do you like that? You like the pumpkin? Alright, it's our last row.
Oh, love him. Look at him and his little empty head. His stupid little scary spooky smile. This is more terrifying to me than anything, to be perfectly honest with you. What have we got over here? Before she starts swinging that camera around. It's a fucking found footage horror film. I like this. I can't really say anything else, to be honest with you.
Everyone. It's our last row. I may as well
Ooh, the
Might
cat.
as well just take a gander while I'm over here. Oh, he's very funny. He's like, oh, whoopsie, I think I just sharted.
That wasn't my thought, but alright.
Oh, okay, here's some ghosties. Ghosty ghost. See more of this Be My Boo. But no Diet Coke.
Is there a Be My Frankenstein? Because I would have to have that.
Nope. I think we're out of luck, you guys. We tried. Okay, I just found this random little section right here. Let's see. Any
God damn it.
luck?
There we go. Unfortunately, it's not the part I wanted it to focus on. I wanted to see all this stupid dumb shit down here. This is a pumpkin with bat wings. I think I'm kind of digging that.
I know you're feeling.
There we go. What are they, little cakes? Oh my god, they're so cute. They are. They're like little cakes. Oh, could you imagine having? Never mind.
Discouraged me too.
Listen, mothers
I can't read all this myself. Mothers, we do it all.
We do? Wait, I'm not a mother. Sorry, my bad. Do I care?
Don't we?
Where are we?
I took like a quick nap myself, but he's still asleep, so I wanted to just quickly open my packages.
Don't
It's
care.
like
Don't.
my current, the banana bread that I made, but in muffin form. 2 points each on WW. These are so good. I had posted
Banana bread. What's the banana bread? Did I miss the banana bread? I watched the banana bread, right? I don't remember.
the banana bread recipe in a different vlog and on my second Instagram, but this time I just did.
I don't think I watched this one. Did I? Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Because she did... Again, we didn't fold the chips in. We just stabbed them into the... I remember this one. Never mind.
Them in muffins, or I guess cupcakes, because I put little wrappers, and I kid you not, they are so good. You would not know that they're like a lighter version. So good. If you have some ripe bananas, make them.
Sounds like Trump. They are the best banana bread muffins. The best. So good. You will never have another banana bread muffin like my banana bread muffin. Sorry. I understand if there's some hate in the comments down below. It's fine.
So let's open some packages, shall we?
Now, is this just her reminding us that she's an influencer and she gets PR packages? Oh, I got a thing from Elf. I completely forgot. I gotta open the thing from Elf. This is how busy my life has been lately. I got a box from Elf. Not like an influencer box thing, but I didn't ask for it and it just showed up in my mail. I gotta open it. It's got stuff in it. I didn't order any of it. I think it's just samples. But damn it, they sent it to me. I gotta remember to open it though. I wanted to do a video about it. I don't care. I don't care.
We just got back from another walk. We did 3.5 miles this morning and 2 this afternoon, or just now this evening. So we're gonna do tub and bedtime, but your girl's tired, so this vlog needs to go up in the morning, so when he goes to bed I have to edit, but I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye. Okay, that's the end of that. All right, we got through one video, plus my rambling at the beginning. And I know some of you don't like listening to me talk in my own videos. I don't know why you watch my videos. But there you go. So we're gonna go try to catch up on the rest of her videos. In a different video, I will be wearing the same outfit because that's how we do this. And that's it. So the next video, I won't have this big long preamble in those videos because my God, we are getting caught up, okay? Because we're not going to watch her vlog. We're not going to watch her podcast in any of these videos. We're going to save that for its own thing. I have been warned. It looks vapid. It doesn't look like it's going to be a whole lot of anything. So that'll be its own thing. But anyway, so thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. That's pretty much what I got for you guys. I know these typically should go out to members first, but I am so behind that this video is going to go out before... This one's going to go out to everybody. The next video is going to go out to members first. Apologies. There's just so much going on, you guys. But we will get back onto that release schedule as of the next coming video. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to have 2 videos out today, being the 29th of July, because people be crazy this week. Anyway, thank you to everybody who hung out this long. If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a ghost down in the comment section. I'd say a Diet Coke, but I don't think they have an emoji for that. But I know they have a ghost, so go ahead and leave a ghost down in the comment section down below. I said a lot of stuff. This video is almost 2 hours long. I said a lot of stuff. Go ahead and just comment as you go. Leave me a timestamp because I will have forgotten what I have said between now and whenever you comment. So just leave me a timestamp so that I know where to jump to so I remember what we're talking about. And do let me know what you guys think here at the end. And that's really all I've got for you guys. So I will see everybody in the next video while we are getting caught up. And again, thank you for being patient and hanging out and letting me get caught up on Alexandra, who has suddenly become very interesting to me. But I will see everybody in the next video.
This
Bye!
is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.